Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Drake, aka Drake on Wheels. I'm back at it again, you guys, man. Welcome to another episode of the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. What's good, everybody doing out there? Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world, man. Thank everyone for tuning back in here for another episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, you guys, man. For everyone who's tuning in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and for everyone who's watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much. If you're new to the show, if you're new to the podcast, definitely subscribe, follow, leave a 5-star rating and a review, and share it, man. Like it, leave a comment, definitely, and subscribe here on YouTube. And don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, like I said, man, I'm back at it. It's time to talk some pro wrestling. Riding solo dolo, but that don't stop nothing, man. But coming up next week, I'm live, you guys, live Wednesday at 5 p.m. Commission Talks, man. We got a lot to go. We got a lot to cover. Backlash is coming up, so it's going to be fun. But on this week's episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, man, we're going to get into it. Yo, man, I was like, man, I got to talk about it. I didn't get to, air my grievances on Commission Talks this week. But I was just holding it in, and I was like, okay, I'm going to save it for this week's episode. I talked about it. It was actually one of my WTF moments on the main podcast show this week. But yo, man, on Monday night, a new World Heavyweight Championship, you guys, man. Yes, man. A new World Heavyweight Championship was debut, man. It's brought back, redesigned, man. I gotta hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on the new World Heavyweight Championship, man. I was not expecting Triple H to come out there and surprise a new title. I was like, well, is it sort of the last thing we need? And I'm gonna give you guys my whole opinion on this, man. I was like, okay, once they said, okay, it's a new championship, and the fact that it's called the World Heavyweight Championship, I think it's wonderful. It been taught in the wrestling community. It been taught in the wrestling world behind rumors in WWE that it possibly may bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. And the World Heavyweight Championship debuted in WWE in 2002 when Brock Lesnar was the WWE champion, and he was drafted to SmackDown. We got the WWE draft later on tonight. Gotta see where it goes and see what happens, though. Brock Lesnar was drafted to SmackDown, and he was there. He was WWE champion, so it left Monday Night Raw without a championship. So Eric Bischoff brought back the World Heavyweight Championship, and we all know what happened for the last couple of years with that and Triple H's reign of terror with the World Heavyweight Championship. Because boy, oh boy, did I hated that thing growing up. But nonetheless, you guys, man, you can look at it and you can look at the design, man. You can tell, man, it's like the World Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship got together and they had a baby. And I know a lot of people was like, ah, man, the W in the middle, man, and maybe not the W small, and like at top of the belt. And with this day and age, WWE, I came to the conclusion, and I'm pretty sure it's a branding strategy. With that big old logo, why'd it have to be that big in the center of the belt, though? Like just like everyone else, the WWE Undisputed, I mean, Universal, the women's belt. I mean, like, come on, though. But you guys, man, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, man, they buried Roman Reigns," and I don't understand how in the hell did they, bury Roman Reigns, man. But I just seen a whole lot of memes going around on social media. It just been hilarious, you guys. The debut of this new championship, and it's like, well, they created a title for Cody Rhodes. Now, I don't quite see it that way, which eventually Cody Rhodes may win the World Heavyweight Championship. And also, I was like, well, look here. The WWE backed themselves in the corner by putting both championships on Roman Reigns. And now you're leaving Monday Night Raw, which had the WWE Championship. You're leaving Monday Night Raw without a title now. And now Roman Reigns has negotiated a dope ass contract, and he don't have to defend it, which he won't be defended in that backlash. The next paper after that will be Night of Champions. He won't defend it there because we're going to crown the new World Heavyweight Champion. And also at Money in the Bank in London, he won't be defending it there. So more than likely, he will be defending the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. So Roman Reigns is approaching, man, some milestone days, man. Really huge milestone days as becoming the universal as reaching 1,000 days is becoming the longest reigning champion in modern day history. Also with the WWE Championship, it's remarkable. It really is though. But I just feel like they did back themselves. I was never they did back themselves into a corner. I was never a fan of them putting both belts on Roman Reigns and how they sort of did that leading up to last year's WrestleMania, but hey, that's that though. But yeah, like Triple H said, man, everybody, Roman Reigns went up against everybody. I mean, who's who? You name it. I mean, he took on Seth Rollins. He was the only one that Roman did not beat. He was the only one he didn't beat. Real life though. It ended in a disqualification. Roman Tipper got the best of him, and he realized, man, like I don't know if I can beat him. This is one of my brothers in the Shield, so I don't know, but man, like, but you guys, man, they came up with the new title. I love it. I think it's a masterpiece, man. Uh, but this opens up huge opportunities. I want to start off by saying, I know a lot of people were saying, "Yo, man, they created this title for Cody Rhodes." Like, here, damn, and this is the here, damn championship for Cody Rhodes, and literally for every other male superstar. And I was hearing it, as a consultation prize because you didn't beat Roman Reigns, and then we all know when Roman Reigns shows up and pops up, whenever he does, he's gonna laugh at you. I mean, I got both of the belts. I've been the champion for 1,000 days, longest reigning champion, and WWE just created another title, for you guys to have and play with. But I mean, let's be real. Roman is the top dog. He's the tribal chief, though, and I feel like you have to beat him. And which it is going to come a time where someone is going to beat Roman Reigns, and I feel like that person is still going to be uh Cody Rhodes. It's going to be Cody Rhodes somehow, some way. I feel as though with the draft coming up later on tonight, Cody Rhodes can possibly go over to SmackDown, and we have Roman Reigns. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a fan of putting Roman on Raw, but I mean, if the guy is barely gonna show up, then I mean, hey, hey, I mean, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But back to the World Heavyweight Championship, some great contenders, man. We seen in the first run with the World Heavyweight Championship where we seen that World Heavyweight Championship really make guys' careers, and I feel like we got guys like Finn Balor, Austin Theory, who's on the up and coming right now, who is the United States champion at the moment, and he could really, go up the ladder by winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it really would change that direction in his career. I said Finn Balor because he was the first Universal Championship. He had another crack at it, but that was with the Demon whole thing, and I don't really want to touch on that because what happened at WrestleMania, I understand that was out of Finn Balor's control with the ladder. But I mean, like, the Demon should be on the hot road. But nonetheless, Finn Balor would be another great contender. I'm gonna throw this guy name out there, Chad Gable. Now I know a lot of people be like, "Yeah, what? Yeah, man, Chad Gable." And I feel like Alpha Academy will be breaking up in the draft. I feel like Chad Gable is gonna maybe go over to SmackDown, or he can stay on Raw and Otis go over to SmackDown, and and whatever drama that happens, but I feel like Chad Gable and his impressiveness that he have delivered and shown to everyone over the last several weeks and months, man, it just was outstanding, especially what he did at WrestleMania when he just deadlift suplex, like German suplex, Braun Strowman. Man, like, so that's gonna be awesome. Braun Strowman is out right now with a concussion, but yeah, man, like, Braun Strowman will be another guy though. Even though he won the Universal Championship, man, just so many, man, so many who can be champion. Man, Bobby Lashley. Come on, man. Bobby Lashley would be great. Big E. Man, Seth Rollins. In my opinion, that Seth Rollins should be the first guy who should hail the new World Heavyweight Championship. And my predictions, whether it happened or whether it don't, I don't know. I'm pretty sure WWE is going to come up with a tournament starting in the next couple of weeks or so, probably after Backlash. But they're gonna start something, and my predictions in the finals at King of the Ring in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Seth Rollins win. Seth Rollins wins. Something happens with Cody or whatnot because Cody is still on that rise. He's still on that, that struggle. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, has Cody struggled enough, man? Has he? Has he struggled enough?" And I mean, this photo right here, this image, this graphic, I mean, says it all. I mean, it literally says it all with Cody Rhodes, man, at WrestleMania, sitting in the ring, and uh, I think he's going to overcome a huge obstacle at Backlash in Puerto Rico. I don't see Cody Rhodes losing, and I don't know about Brock, man. I mean, Brock had his big moment at WrestleMania, so we'll definitely see where it goes. But like I said, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins will be great though. But don't let Cody win because Cody beat Seth Rollins all three times when he returned. So I think Seth Rollins need this, man. I mean, I don't think the fans were just chatting, you deserve it just because, he's Seth freaking Rollins, man. They were really chatting, you deserve it because uh, Seth Rollins, really deserve it. Really, really deserve it. But multiple guys, Drew McIntyre. I don't know what's up with Drew McIntyre, but a character change, full heel throttle Drew as World Heavyweight Champion, I think will be dominating. And I don't know how long Roman is going to be champion. I'm saying SummerSlam, but if he passes SummerSlam as still champion or holding a title, you know, one of those guys, I mean, the world heavyweight champion is going to have to face Roman Reigns. If they're going to do the whole title for title or, champion versus champion thing at Survivor Series, because they didn't do it last year because Roman had both belts. So there wasn't no, sort of need to do it. But hey man, I'm digging it. I want to hear all you guys' point of views and opinions on this huge, huge news that had the internet ablaze, man. But yeah, man, a consultation prize. Do you guys think it's a consultation prize just for the wrestlers right now, and then just because Roman Reigns is not here to compete each and every week, and just giving some of the guys something to really wrestle for? But I think Seth Rollins really put it out there. It does similar a little bit of the AEW belt, but definitely, man, the old school World Heavyweight Championship and the IC title a little bit. But man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it though. But yeah, man, leave a comment down below. Who do you guys have to be the first? Yes, you guys, the first ever. Well, not the first ever. The first and the new world heavyweight champion at Night of Champions, you guys. I'm going all the way with Seth Rollins on this one. Definitely going all the way with Seth Rollins on this one, you guys, man. But like I said, I'm live next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Talk Pro Wrestling, and we got Commission Talk. So we're gonna be talking with some of the guys on who they think would be a great champion, the first champion of this newly World Heavyweight Championship. So we're gonna chat more on that, man, for real. But we're gonna move on here on the podcast, man. Another huge news that's coming out of WWE again though. But yeah, you guys, Vinny Mac, man, this picture right here look like he's just gone full heel. He don't give a damn what you saying. Like I don't know what's up with. All right, you guys, man. Vince McMahon, you guys, yes, Vince McMahon and WWE are being sued by a former writer over racist scripts, you guys. Yes. Now if you haven't read the article, man, I'm gonna read a little bit something of this. Shout out to WrestleFeed. Yes, man. Shout out to WrestleFeed for the article. But yes, you guys, a World Wrestling Entertainment Inc. Vince McMahon and other executive allegedly discriminated and retaliated against a black female writer for objecting to offensively racist and stereotypical uh, Jonga, Jonga, racist and stereotypical stuff, man. Wow. Of black wrestlers, including Bianca Belair and Apollo Crews, you guys. Man, oh man. Now, I'm gonna skip past a couple of this. I'm not gonna entirely read all of it though. But she complained of racial and gender stereotypes in scripts, including ones instructing Belair to say, don't make me take off my earrings and beat your ass. And Cruz to speak with a stereotypical Nigerian accent. Wow. Really wild, man. I'm not going to read all of it, but just the stuff hearing about Bianca Belair, Apollo Cruz, and also Mustafa Ali on another occasion. A writer allegedly proposed that Muslim wrestlers, excuse me, secret in a script be that he was behind the 9/11 attacks. I mean, come on, bro. And like, no, I ain't gonna read no more, but just from that, shout out to Russell Feed though. WWE and Vince McMahon is being sued over has been sued by a former writer over these racist scripts and these allegedly racist scripts where that Vince McMahon had for Bianca Belair and Apollo Cruz. And man, oh man, you kind of see it play out, right? Bianca Belair, I mean, she say she says it right, and I mean she does take off her earrings and she get to going. Apollo Cruz a couple of years ago when he had the Intercontinental Championship run, when he's speaking in Nigerian, and everybody was like, "What the hell?" and everybody was confused about that. And Ali, Mustafa Ali, and like, come on, bro, come on. We always seen back to, I think it was Muhammad Masan back in, I think it was 2005, 2005. Yeah, I think they were, had some really stereotypical storylines for him, and it was just horrible. But I'm me personally, dog. This all coming out is nothing new. It's nothing new, not one bit, man. I knew Vince McMahon was just all out, man. Just when I say all out, uh offensive, like, I'm just going to be straight up, he was all out racist, especially to the black community. Look at all the black wrestlers, man. We want to go back, let's take it all the way back, man, from the junkyard dog. Like, really? Coco Beware. I mean, like, do you want to, like, keep going? Like, I mean, even from groups like the Crime Time, even Vince McMahon having, slipping up, saying, or I ain't gonna say slip up, he knew what he was doing, saying the N word. That segment with John Cena, I forgot what pay per view it was, but man, like, dog, this, come on, man. When everything came out last year, and everything came out a couple of days ago, I was just like, well, Vince McMahon is just in even more hot water. He just need to stay so far away from WWE, and I think that he wanted to sell WWE his baby that he bought from his father, and which come to be worth like triple than what he initially sold it for to his father. I mean, bought it from his father, and all these allegations coming out. And I know Vince McMahon, he was like, well, I'm gonna get my money, and I know it's coming out. But I like, come on, man, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, not one bit, that Vinnie McMahon is racist. And yeah, like, come on. I don't even know what else to say about that. But we gonna move on, you guys, man. Here on the 11:30 podcast, talk pro wrestling. Yo, man, Impact Wrestling. has been killing it, and yo, they is killing it even more, you guys. Yo, in the coming weeks, we're gonna see this young lady. Yes, you guys, we've been waiting to see Trinity, aka Naomi, formerly known as Naomi in WWE, uh, return to the ring. Naomi and Sasha Banks, known as Mercedes, going by her real name, Mercedes Monet, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They were the women's WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and some creative issues didn't align. It just, man, like that title, I feel like it's cursed. The NXT title, I feel like it's cursed. I don't know. We'll get back to that, but I mean, it's just every woman, or the women's tag team, they get together. At least women who've been there for a long time and who put in that work, excuse me, that sacrifice, and want to see the women's division grow. I mean, they was a little upset. It was a little heartbreaking that WWE, I guess, had the decisions that they was having for them. But nonetheless, we seen Mercedes Monet go off and do her thing in Japan, and we have not seen Trinity return to the ring or really do too much now. But until the other day, you guys, yes, until the other day, and then big news is going around that Trinity Fatu is going to be joining Impact Wrestling, you guys. Yes, Trinity Fatu is going to be joining Impact Wrestling, and this is going to be something. This is going to be something. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what was the decision, maybe not to come back to WWE unless it's just not a good thing for her to appear back in WWE right at the moment. I'm not quite sure, but over the last couple of weeks, man, I've been checking out Impact and how dope it was and how dope it's becoming and stuff. I want to get the name right, Steve. Macklin, not Steve McLean. No, actually, Steve Macklin, Steve McLean, Steve Macklin. Oh my God, man, I'm confused now. Like, man, I said I was gonna get his name right, man. He's new world heavyweight champion. Just everything going on with that is dope, man. I'm loving what Impact is doing. I'm definitely checking it out, man, and I will be catching out more definitely since my girl Trinity, aka Naomi, is on there. So hope she don't be teaming with what was the girl name? I forgot the girl name. The Funk, when she was in the Funk Doctors or whatnot. But I think this is real huge news. Really huge news. Hey, can she go up against Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts champion? I think this would be a really test for her because she really haven't had too many great opportunities in WWE. I remember her starting out in NXT. It was season two, I believe. Season 2 or 3 was the all women's jump, and she was a standout one, obviously because she was black, and it wasn't too many black wrestlers at the point, or at that time that stood out and that was doing the damn thing, and that was fine too. So yeah, but Naomi, congratulations to Trinity. That's joining Impact Wrestling. Would love to see what she could, do and mix it up. Hopefully, have a match with Mickey James. Just so many other great women. Killer Kelly, who knows, man? So maybe the sky's the limit. I'm not too sure what this means or what is, going on for her. It's supposed to be. It's not a one-off, so maybe she's joining Impact Wrestling just for the time being, and she's gonna be there. But yeah, man, leave a comment down below. Who would you like to see Naomi go up against in Impact Wrestling, man? For real, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be really, really awesome. Speaking of, we talking about other wrestling promotions or whatnot. Wednesday night, huge big news that was announced by TK. Everyone was going blaze and going wild. What was the news about? What is going to be about? Yes, you guys, the Owen Hart tournament is returning. Yes, it's going to be returning, and it's going to be in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and the matches are going to take place at Double or Nothing, and also Forbidden Door. I don't know why I want to say Fallout. But AEW Forbidden Door, AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door. So I think that is going to be wonderful right there, man. Really, really wonderful that the Owen Hart tournament came back. I think last year's tournament was kind of like, I mean, it was cool that Adam Cole won it, and I think it was, awesome that Britt won it. But I was like, well, at the end of the day, I was like, wow, both couples won it. Really, really though. Okay. But man, that wasn't the only good thing that came out of Impact. Excuse me, not Impact, but AEW this past Wednesday, man. We seen a huge debut and return to the wrestling world on screen is Roderick Strong. Last time we seen him, he was in NXT. So, hey man, when the commentary was just like, yo, they was who was this? And the fans were, like, who is this? I was like, okay, let's see who is this. And come to find out, Roderick Strong, man, is back. I was a fan of Roderick, man. Definitely a big fan of Roderick, in the whole Undisputed era. So, I mean, we just about got all guys in AEW, man. So, we'll see where that goes, man. We'll definitely see where that goes. And the funniest thing on Dynamite, the whole pickle thing. Like, really? MJF is something else. MJF is something else. You ain't gonna let Sammy Guevara get in the car with you, Holmes. He gonna talk about, man, yo, man, it's full. Yeah, man, we ain't got no room in here. Man, watch out, man. Watch out for him. Definitely watch out for him, man. But you guys, man, like I mentioned, we got the WWE draft going down tonight, you guys, and it's going to be interesting. It really is. We're going to see what superstar go where. Is we're going to see any NXT call ups. That is going to be fun. But also, we got a tag team WrestleMania rematch between the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And this story is just keep getting interesting and interesting and interesting. Kevin Owens, we didn't really see too much of him on Monday Night Raw this week. He was just, chilling, healing up. I heard he had an ankle injury at a house show over the weekend, so he'd be good to go more than likely for tonight's SmackDown event for the tag team titles. But the story, man, gets interesting because a couple of weeks ago, where on SmackDown, Sami Zayn was talking with Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens was saying, "Yo, man, like don't go talking to these guys, man. Leave these guys alone, man. Like we beat the Bloodline, we took their titles at WrestleMania, like we took down the Bloodline, like that's that." And Sami Zayn is just like I mean, like he's just sort of interesting and seems though he still got more left on his chest though. And what I saw this past Monday on Raw, Sami Zayn cares a whole lot about Jay more than anyone probably know. That whole Jay and Sami Zayn story, they really had got closer than what anybody, know. And then where Jay was there just questioning, like, man, what if we don't do it? And I wasn't looking at nobody else but Solo Sokoa. Solo Sokoa is the only guy who said, I'm gonna do this and he gets it done. I'm gonna tell you, he gets it done. And the Usos have been, at least Jay has been that one guy who put out those sort of orders, or not necessarily orders, but he say he gonna go do something and he come up short. And that's what the tribal chief don't do that. The tribal chief does that. And that's why he said, well, everybody want to be like me. So this is going to get really interesting to see how it goes, though. I don't see the Usos winning this match at all. And we're going to see where I think that's where the Bloodline story gets even more thicker. Even though Roman got the championship, I think that's why he's keeping the Usos away from Roman himself and bringing in Solo. And Solo and the Usos, I mean, they're brothers. I mean, Roman is the cousin. So I mean, like, you who you gonna go? And they all, but come on, like, we got the twins, but Solo look just like them damn too, bro. Like, but yeah, I got Kevin Owens, picking up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn retaining and picking up the victory. Uh, yeah, man, that's how I see it. That's definitely how I see it. That's how that's going down, and I think Jay is going to be mad, or Jimmy is going to be mad, and Jay is going to be mad, and all of them gonna be mad, man. They did not win back. the tag team titles. Man, it's gonna be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting because I think another thing that make it interesting too. Draft the Usos to Raw and have Solo Sikoa and Roman stay on SmackDown, and then Solo himself will now see the abuse, the mental abuse that he did to Jay. So Jay and Jimmy was no good because they lost at WrestleMania, and y'all keep on losing. So now I'm gonna use your other young brother who's the Street Fighter, and he gets it done. And he when he say he gonna do it, he gonna do it. So then that's where I think things will get good. But I don't know, man. We definitely gonna see. We definitely gonna see, man. For real. Like I said, we got the WWE draft, man. My number one pick, and of course, right? Of course, a lot of people number one pick would be Roman Reigns, right? Rightfully so. I think so. But I wouldn't necessarily choose Roman Reigns as my number one pick. If Roman Reigns has this lucrative contract to where he only show up for certain days, he only defending his title with certain days. Of course, he's a star, be a superstar. You will want him on your brand, though, right? Like you will want him. But for real, I would pick a guy. For real, I don't want Roman Reigns. I want the World Heavyweight Championship. And if that was what I was, obviously yes, Roman Reigns is the guy. I understand what everybody's saying though, but like let's create something different. Now I love what Roman Reigns is doing, man. Keep killing it. The old bloodline is awesome, but I want to see something new, something fresh. Gives the fans something exciting. My number one draft pick would be probably yeah, I just had to say it. It would be Cody Rhodes. It would be Cody Rhodes. My second one, Seth Rollins. I want to pick Seth Rollins first, though. Uh, and of course, I would want Roman Reigns, but I want to build a dope roster with guys that's going to work their asses off. And I know we got future champions within them. I want Austin Theory. I want Bobby. Give me LA Knight. Man, like this was. I mean, I'm a Raw guy, but I definitely like SmackDown because what's going on SmackDown. But I grew up, man, loving Monday Night Raw. So if I had to choose, though, I'm the GM for Monday Night Raw, and they're my picks, though. My overall number one pick is Cody Rhodes. My second pick is Seth Rollins. My third pick will be Austin Theory. I see a lot in this guy. A year ago, I was like, "What the hell is going on, man? I don't even know. I don't even know what him. The whole thing they was doing with he was doing with Vinnie Mac, and and then he did the most craziest cash in of all time by cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on a United States champion. That's unheard of, right? Yeah, I know, crazy. But yeah, man, I love what he's doing right now, and his promo game. He choked up Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw, talking about, "Oh yeah, you making matches and stuff like that. How come you didn't make your match at WrestleMania?" And boy, oh boy, did Bobby choke. He did choke. But mentioning Bobby Lashley would be another guy. Like I said, LA Knight. LA Knight is rumored to have a major push after, he's supposed to have a major push following WrestleMania, which it is following WrestleMania. Rumored to win Money in the Bank. That would be very, very exciting. I would be all the way with that shit, man. For real. Yeah, let me talk to you. But man, as far as a woman, man, I definitely gotta choose Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is the standard right now of the women's division. She's killing it. I know Mommy's killing it. I think she will be great over on SmackDown with the Judgment Day, some new fresh faces with them, and I think that would be awesome. Man, just so many guys, man. Big E. If he could return, I would choose Big E. Um, who else we have here? Who else we got? I'm trying to think. Let's see. Let's put up the graphic again with some more of the superstars up there. Let's see. All right. I get Charlotte. I'm taking Charlotte. Uh, I'm taking the man Becky Lynch. Logan Paul is just like Roman Reigns in a way. I mean, we're only gonna see Logan Paul at certain events, man. So, and damn well as John Cena though, so he's kind of like a free agent or whatnot. That's that though. I'm just gonna have to say if I had to pick another one, I would guess I would have to go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and another woman that's not right now seen in WWE, or we haven't seen her since WrestleMania, is Oscar. Oh, and also NXT man. Who from NXT? Give me Cameron Grimes. Give me Cameron Grimes. I want Cameron Grimes, and I want him up on my roster, man. Just a couple of people and a couple of stories that is going down on the WWE draft tonight. And like I said, it continues over not on my show this Monday night on Monday Night Raw, man. So man, the draft is going down, and I gotta hear a lot of you guys pick, man. What are you excited for the draft? Triple H said this is going to be very exciting. Will we see this guy in the WWE draft? Will he get called up? I'm not sure, man, because everybody was talking about the spear that he delivered on Andre Chase on NXT Spring Break-In this past Tuesday, which was an awesome uh show, man. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller who killed it, man, for the NXT championship. And Grayson Waller, I believe he had an ankle injury, at the end of that match. But man, the DDT that Carmelo springboard from off the apron and just bounced it back was just incredible. The elbow drop through the table, everything was just awesome. Carmelo Hayes retaining the truck match, first ever truck match. Okay, Braun Breaker just tore Andre Chase in half, and Indy Hartwell retained her NXT Women's Championship. So that was that, man. That was really that, and it was awesome. So I don't know. We're gonna see Braun Breaker at we're gonna see him at on the main roster on that, man. I'm all confused. I'm like, where is he on? Where you not? I don't know. But you guys, man, before we head on out of here, who you guys got, man? We got Backlash that's coming up next week, you guys. Yes, I will be doing a live kickoff for Backlash, the huge main event. Cody Rhodes against Brock Lesnar. And also, we found out this past Monday night on Raw, the host of Backlash, Bad Bunny, is going to have a match. Yes, he's going to be wrestling Damian Priest in a San Juan Puerto Rican street fight. Hope I got that right. A Puerto Rican street fight. It's going down, man. We got the six man tag team match. Oh man, it's a lot of stuff. Seth versus Omos. We seen some of that on Monday night, and them getting ready for that, and the triple threat for the United States Championship. Charlotte taking on Zelina. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. So it's going down, man. It is going down. I got Cody Rhodes winning this all the way. Winning this one all the way right here at Backlash, man. So like I said, we're gonna do some more predictions. We're gonna cover some more next week. Actually, yeah, next week. I'm not too sure if I'm doing that live jump because I'm live next Wednesday for the live show for Commission Talk. So stay tuned, man. If you follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms, definitely tune in and check me out. I would um definitely be letting you guys know and keeping you guys updated, man. For real, it's been an exciting show, man. My arm keeps falling down, and I need some water. It's getting hot. Oh man, this has been a great show, man. About to head on out of here. Appreciate everyone tuning in this week. Live episode of Commission Talk next week, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Buzzing with Marlo. Got Blackheart gonna be on. It's gonna be dope, man. For real. Man, until next time, you guys, man. Before I head on out here, man, don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at the 11:30 podcast. Like the 11:30 podcast on Facebook. Subscribe here on YouTube, you guys. Follow the 11:30 podcast on Instagram and on TikTok. Man, yo, this has been dope as always, you guys. Another episode of Talk Pro Wrestling in the books, you guys. But man, I'm out of here on out of here. And until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? And enjoy some wrestling, man, for the draft tonight. And enjoy wrestling. And see you next time, man. For real. Yo, man, it's your man Dre, aka Dreonwheels.